Hi everyone, welcome back to Yoga Magnificat with Mathia, and today I have another Yoga Burn flow for you. So today's class is one of my favorites. It's going to incorporate a fun little arm balance called Sage Koundinyasana, and that one in English I think is called Flying Lizard Pose. There's lots of different names to it. But anyway, we're going to try this near the middle end of the class. So you can always hit pause, or you can skip it, or you can definitely give some of the modifications a try. So don't worry, there's a little bit of something for everyone in this class. So to get started, bring yourself to a mat, grab a block, maybe a strap, and we'll get started cross-legged. Place the hands on your knees, maybe rest your palms up towards the sky and roll your shoulders back and down. Feel free to close your eyes and then bring your gaze inward, finding your breath. Start by taking a deep inhale in through the nose and out through the nose. Focus on letting go of any internal tension, whether it is physical, emotional, or mental, letting it seep back out through your breath, feeling the warmth, the softness of your muscles as you let go. And then draw your attention to the floor beneath you, noticing how it holds you up and how we will use this foundation to help us rise on any occasion. From here, begin to open your eyes. We'll begin by taking ourselves into a wide angle fold. So feel free to bring your feet out wide, toes up and sitting tall. Lift the arms up, looking up at the thumbs or the sky, and exhale, dive forward. Now for this first moment, you may feel like there's not a lot of room to move if your hamstrings are tight or you haven't been moving much today. So I definitely want you to feel free to use a block underneath your hands if you need it, just to give yourself a little bit more length in your spine and a little more freedom to reach. Take another big inhale and exhale, bend those elbows and let yourself just hinge forward. You may start to feel a little activation underneath your inner thighs, the hamstrings, the groin. We're going to be opening up through those inner thigh muscles, strengthening up the legs, using those arms in preparation for that Ekapada Koundinyasana arm balance, which I'm really excited about. So let's take another big breath in, reaching long through the crown of our heads. And then exhale, bring it back up. We're going to cross the legs into easy pose. Sitting tall from here, hands are on the knees, coming into seated cat-cow. So draw those shoulders back, look up. Exhale, draw it forward, round the spine. Inhale, come forward, dropping the shoulders, look up. Exhale, come forward, drop the head. Inhale again. Last time, exhale, coming forward. This time, we're just going to take it into a front body opener. So place your right hand behind you and see if you can press onto your shins and lift your left hand up. Now, if this is really difficult for you, you can always keep both hands on the floor and just push your hips off the ground, kind of like so. Or you can come into this more challenging position with one arm supporting. And then those of you who want to do the other side will switch left hand down, right hand up, push those hips forward, stretch open the side of your body. And then all of us will release. We'll take a side bend from here, placing the right hand on the ground, tilting over to the right, look up at your arm. Keep your shoulder and chest open, neck relaxed. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt to the other side, look up at your right bicep. See if you can relax the entire side of your body, including your right hip. As you breathe, and slowly return. Now we're going to roll over onto our hands and knees for spinal balance. So go ahead and come into tabletop position. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees below your wrists. For this one, you need to have your belly button pulling up towards your spine, not rounding the back, but compressing the muscles up towards the spinal column, not letting it drop forward. So press into your hands as well. Try to straighten your arms and then find that strength to rise up away from the floor. Let's start with the right leg pushing back and the left hand reaching forward. Again, draw your belly nice and tight towards your spine. Push down strong into your right hand and reach through opposite directions for your left hand and right foot. Inhale and exhale. Last time, breathing in. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Turn your toes to the right and bring your knee to your left elbow. Crunch it in. Inhale to open. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale to open. Exhale, crunch it in. From here, we'll pause with the right leg extended out. Now begin to bend your right knee and come into chaturanga arms. You're going to bend your elbows towards you and then point your back toes up to the sky as you begin to kiss the floor. Push back up, knee to nose, curl it in. Let's do that again. So point the toe up, chaturanga arms lower you down, kissing the floor. Point the toes. Come all the way back, knee to nose. Inhale, begin to point. Lower, squeeze those elbows to your ribs. Come back, knee to nose, and settle that knee down. Whew. All right, let's do the other side. Start by bringing your left foot back. Extend your right arm. Find that balance and focus. Breathing in, push down into your left hand. Bring your core up into your spine and reach through opposite directions. One more inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Oh, I did something wrong here. Let's set that right hand down. You could keep doing it that way if you wanted to. Let's bring that left knee in and bring it back up. I'm going to turn that left toe out, tap the knee to elbow, bring it back up. Sorry about that. Let's continue one more time. Knee to elbow, and then bring it back out. Now we're going to do that sort of tuck position. So we're going to bring that left toe up towards the sky. So you're going to push up, squeeze your elbows in to support you. Chaturanga arms, kiss the floor. Push back up, knee to nose. Inhale, press it up, kiss the floor, nice and strong. Bring yourself back up, knee to nose. Last one, press it high, lower down. Press it back, knee to nose, and set that knee down. Coming into your choice of child's pose, sink it back, crawl the arms forward, and settle the head to the floor. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. You'll probably notice your heart rate really racing right now as you start to warm up the body. Let's come back up. Tabletop position again. We want a nice strong tabletop once more. So plug your toes down behind you. Tuck your tailbone under. Bring your core up and in. We're going to start with a floating tabletop series. So we're going to push those knees up off the floor just a little bit. Then we're going to open the knees wide as we press it back. So from the front, it's going to look like kind of froggy legs. You see I'm opening up my knees and then I'm bringing it forward. Press it back, heels together, knees apart. Come back, bring the knees together, and again. Let's do that one more time. Come back to your floating tabletop. Press it back. Come back to your floating tabletop. We're going to hold it here. I know, this one's a hard one. So what we're going to do is press back into downward facing dog. So you're going to push those hips up and straighten those legs. Look back at your toes. We're going to come back to plank position. So you might want to bring your hands forward. Come back to plank. And then return to our floating tabletop by just bending the knees. Push into your hands, straighten up that bum. Come forward into plank. Bend those knees, push it back like you're coming into down dog, and then straight into your plank. Floating tabletop, right into your down dog, flowing into your plank. I know it's challenging, a little bit confusing, so do it a couple more times. Just kind of creating this circular motion through the entire body and the length of your spine. Come to your plank. Stay here. Whew. All right, press into downward facing dog. Whew. Take a deep breath in, pedal out your feet. Find your downward dog by squeezing those elbow points towards each other like you're holding a watermelon between them. Take a deep breath. Feel that warmth in your body, energizing and bringing that attention and focus to the brain, the mind, whole body connection. All right, we're going to start with a little bit more warm up for those hip flexors in prep for that arm balance. So let's take the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and drop the heel towards your left for scorpion. Press evenly into both hands. Don't let yourself dump into your left arm. Straighten it up, three-legged dog, and send it forward into a low lunge. Stay here. You might want to rock back and forth just to find that perfect position, and then lower your hips a little bit. Okay, so bring your hands to the inside of your right leg. Walk your right foot slightly away. We're going to tuck the right arm underneath the right leg. Now, if you can't see what I'm doing, I'll turn and show you. You're going to tuck that right arm underneath. You might place your right hand to the side, left hand to the side, or you might try to float the arms. Squeeze your right knee towards your elbow, your shoulder, and then release, coming back to your lizard pose. Okay, so from the side, we're going to hold our low lunge, and then from here, lower the left knee down. Yeah, you're off the hook for now. Now place your left hand down, right knee off to the side, coming into kind of a winged dragon pose. And you can untuck your back toes for now and let your left hip do some of that stretching. Face the right side this time, coming more into a twist. See if you'd like to reach back, bend your left knee and grab the outside of your left foot. Bring your heel a little closer towards you for a lovely deep quad stretch, hip flexor stretch. Keep your breathing steady. And then from here, bring it down. Walk your right foot towards the center again. Hands on either side of the foot. Now straighten that right leg, coming into half splits. So we'll begin by bowing forward towards the right leg for that lovely ham stretch. And then make our way back to a low lunge. Lift the back knee up. Now turn the toes to the right. Plant your left hand slightly in front of you on the floor. You're going to press into that left hand as you turn to the right. So turn the toes, turn the body to the right. You're going to sink your left hip down and then open your right hand open to the back for horizon lunge. I know this one gets people confused, so take your time in getting to know it. If you need to pause the video, feel free. Then we'll take that right hand up and over, lift the hips up, and return to our low lunge. All right, so let's come back to plank. Lower down. Come up for your cobra. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Lucky us, we get to do this all over again on the left side. So let's take the left foot up to the sky for three-legged dog. And then bend your left knee and sink the heel to the right, keeping careful that the pressure in both hands are even. Straighten up that left foot. We're going to come forward into low lunge, staying here. Take a moment to get to know your your low lunge. And then walk your left hand inside that leg. And we're going to go for that left arm tuck. So you're going to take that left arm, you're going to scooch your shoulder underneath that arm and place the left hand down. Maybe place the right hand down, and if you feel ready, by squeezing both legs towards each other, you might lift one hand or both. Have a flying lunge. And then slowly lower and bring your hands back in. Bring that left foot towards the center, framing that foot with the hands, and lower to a knee lunge. Shift it back, half splits. Get nice and long first, and exhale, lower down. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Notice that my right hip is fairly high up. You could sink it back down to the heel if you wanted. It's up to you. And then rock it back, lift your back knee. We're going to take that horizon lunge on the left side. So your right hand has to come forward and plant down strong while your toes turn to the left, both sets. Now your hip, the right hip, is going to descend. You might not touch the floor. Mine likes to hover. Some people like to sit down on it. But push into your bottom hand and take your left hand up and over for your horizon lunge. Good. And then slowly bring that left hand up and over, turning back into your low lunge, and we'll make it back to plank. Good job, everyone. Get nice and strong in your plank here. Lower, bend those elbows. Inhale, come up. Exhale, press it back. Bend those knees, walk it forward. Take it low for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend those knees, swoop it on high. Hands to heart. From here, inhale to lift. We'll clasp the hands and release the pointer finger. We'll take a side bend to the right. Take an inhale. Strong legs here, followed by an exhale. Inhale, come up slow. Exhale, bend to the left. Again, planting strong with the feet. Inhaling again. And exhale. Inhale, come up. And release. We're going to start our next flow. So grab your block and make sure that it is on the top right corner of your mat. We won't use it for the first sequence, but we will add on 2 more after that. So listen carefully. We are going to move through these about 1 breath per movement. So there's not going to be as much explanation in this class as the others. So we're just going to keep flowing with it. So let's come back to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend those knees and hop or walk back to your plank. Lower down through your chaturanga or to the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your toes together. Lift your right foot up, sweeping it high, 3-legged. Come to your scorpion. So drop the left heel, open up your right hip. Come back to your 3-legged and bring your right foot forward. Low lunge. All right, from here, come up to your high lunge. Inhale, becoming very strong, squeezing those glutes. So really get into those booty muscles. Bring the hands to heart, lean forward. So nice and diagonal. We're going to power up through the right foot for some sort of kick forwards, but we're going to do it 5 times. So you can watch, bend your knee. You're going to bounce up for 1, land, 2, land, 3, land, 4, and 5. Hold it here. Warrior 3. Isn't this fun? Try to keep your left toes pointing down. You're going to close that hip so they're both even. And then slowly bend that knee and land. Left foot next to right into chair pose. Yep, we're going to hold this. Inhale, looking forward, sit down into your heels, bending those knees, keeping that those hips drifting back. Hands to heart, stand all the way up, reaching high. Hands to heart once again. We're going to do that all over again, coming forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or hop back to your plank. Lower down to your chaturanga or all the way to your belly. Inhale for your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, press it back. Bring your big toes to touch. Same thing on the left side. Sweep the left foot up high. Bend the knee, drop the heel to the right. Scorpion. And then from here, straighten up. Plant it forward, low lunge. Getting ready. Ascend strong, looking forward. Hands to heart, getting ready, pitch forward. We're going to take 5 of those kind of kicks and then stay at warrior 3. So getting ready for 5, for 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, warrior 3. Put a little cobra in your upper body, core is drawing tight, squeeze your glute. Slowly bend that knee, drop it down, chair pose. Sink down, lift the upper body. Sink down a little more. Hands to heart, stand up. Sweep the arms, whoo, and bring it back down to prayer position. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little warmer now. This time we're going to use that block, so make sure it's there. We're going to throw in our friend half moon pose in between all of that. All right, so let's start at the top. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or hop to your plank. Lower down, your choice. Inhale, come up. Exhale, downward facing dog, press it back. Let's make it up to that scorpion, starting on the right foot. Sweep it high, drop it down. Exhale, come forward. Low lunge to high lunge. All right, getting ready. Hands to heart, 5 of these kick ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it, warrior 3. This is where we will transition for our half moon. So go ahead, look down, walk your block to your right hand, put your palm down. Begin to turn your left hip and toes to the left. Push down and lift with your right foot. Turn your body to the left, chest, shoulder open. And then lift that left hand up to the sky. Press that heel up a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Can we return to warrior position, warrior 3? So this time, face down, turn the left toes to the floor. Open your right arm so you have these airplane wings. And then bring that left foot down as though you're landing your wheels, the landing gear. Bring the hands up, take a seat. Chair pose. You made it, hands to heart, stand up. Inhale, reach forward. This time we're going to go straight through it again. Take a forward fold. While we're here, move your block to the left side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, settle those hands down. Walk or hop to your plank. Chaturanga or to your belly. Cobra or up dog for your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, this time, left foot lifts, go straight into your scorpion. Set through for low lunge. Come up high. Exhale, hands to heart, get ready. Pitch forward. 5 of these. So bounce forward for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it, warrior 3. Good. From here, half moon. Left hand to your block or the floor. You're going to take your right toes, your hip, open it to the right. And then think about sliding your right shoulder on top of your left and coming into your half moon while really pushing down on your left foot. Core is tight, legs are strong, body is strong, focus. Slowly come back facing the floor. So the toes need to come down, and then maybe lift your left hand off the block. And then bring your landing gear in, right foot in. Sink down, oh boy. Chair pose. Drop it down a little lower. Hands to heart. Inhale, stand up. And bring it down. Again, prayer position. Oh boy. Take another big breath in. And a big breath out. All right. From here, we're going to continue on with a little bit of our peak pose exploration. So you don't need a block for this one per se. We're going to start at the top again, inhaling, coming forward. Exhale, relax your body even further. As you inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, walk or hop to your plank. Exhale, lower down to the floor or chaturanga, your choice. Coming up for your cobra or upward facing dog. Down dog is where we will meet. All right, we are going to play with that Koundinyasana. So if you need to stop the video and take a look, please do. So what I'm going to show you first is on the left side, because that's the side that you can see me. So we're going to start with an incrementation that helps you kind of move your way into the pose. The first thing I'll show you, however, is what the pose looks like. So just take a moment, get down on your knees, and watch the video, okay? I'm going to show you what Koundinyasana looks like. What I'm going to do is bring my left foot up. Now this is a more advanced entry point. This is how I like to get into it, but I'm going to show you a different way. So I'm going to come forward. I'm going to land my inner knee on the back of my tricep, take a chaturanga, and I'm going to try to lift my back foot up. This one I'm not as strong on this side, but you can see that you can get a little bit of air, or you can keep your back foot on the floor. All right, so we're going to try a variation of this. So we're now going to get back onto our downward facing dog. We're going to take the left foot up high. And this time, we're going to bring that left foot to the outside of the left hand, like we do in a wide pigeon pose. Maybe it's best if I show you at an angle. Okay, so I've landed like this on the outside of my hand. And you're going to squeeze your elbows towards each other as though you have that watermelon in between them. Then you're going to walk your left foot slightly away. You're going to tip your knee down onto the back of that tricep. Pitch forward, chaturanga arms, and stay here. So my back foot doesn't leave. Okay, so I'm going to stay here with sort of a Spider-Man look. Tricep bend, kind of like a half of a push-up. And I'm just going to practice that. Okay, and then put my back knee down if it's too hard and try that again. Okay, we're going to try the other side. So I'm going to stay facing you so you can see what I'm talking about. Downward facing dog is where we will start. Take your right foot up to the sky. I'll hit my wall because I'm too close. And then send your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Okay, and then you're going to walk that right foot a little further away. Now, tip your knee down to the back of your right tricep. Tip forward, come up onto your right toes maybe, and maybe lift that foot off the ground. A little stronger on this side. Now, I haven't lifted my back leg up yet. I'm just practicing, or you can lower your back knee and then come back up. Whew. So you'll notice that just that practice can leave you out of breath just doing so. So go ahead and try that again. And once you feel like you've gotten a hang of it, maybe you can come in and you can try lifting your back foot up. I want to show you on the right side what that looks like because that's the side I'm stronger at. I'll show you on the angle. Okay, so downward facing dog. I'm going to lift my right foot up. I might be a little tired, so we'll see how I get along with this. I'm going to bring my right knee to the back of my tricep, come forward, lower down, shift forward enough, maybe straighten my leg, and lift both off the ground. Whew, I'm tired. So if you want to try that, go ahead, or you can pause the video and give this a whirl a few times. Definitely need some practice. I haven't done this in a long time, so I need to practice myself. So that's just the fun part of that Sage Koundinyasana. We're going to give our wrists a break. So we're going to start by bending those knees, walking it forward, lowering down. Let your hands fall by your sides with the palms facing up. Stretch out the back of your wrists. Let yourself breathe. And don't worry if you weren't able to do much of any of that, or if you did get to do a little bit. It all takes a progression. And then slowly come up, roll your wrists one way, roll them the other. Halfway lift. And come all the way back up. Bring your hands to heart. All right, we have one more flow, an easy, predictable one, just to get us closer towards the cool down. So we'll come back to the top. Inhale to lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, walk it back, lower it down. And then we'll stay here for some back exercises. All right, so we're going to start with our arms out in front. And then we're going to lift the head, the chest, and the back legs. And then follow by lifting the arms. So you're reaching forward, kicking back. I'm going to slide back a little so you can see me better. And then we're going to lower and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Try not to touch the floor, maybe just tap the ground and then lift up immediately. Stay here, bend your elbows, lift yourself up a little bit more. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale. Exhale, release. Bring a cheek to the mat. Wag your heels from side to side. Let's come back and get ready for half bow. So take your left hand forward, reach your right hand back, bending that right leg, and catch that outer edge of foot into your hand. And then from here, lift up your left arm, lift up your right leg, and see if you can lift everything off the floor. So kick into your hand and pull yourself up a little bit. So don't worry if you don't have a lot of movement here. This is a difficult one, so if you're finding it hard, it is to be expected. Roll your right shoulder back and try not to let it pop forward. Relax your face towards the front of your mat. And then slowly release. Whew. Bring your right hand forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take your left hand back, bending your left foot, catching hold. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other so they're not splaying out. So you're nice and strong. Finally, inhale. Begin to lift everything off the ground. And then kick into your left hand. Roll your left shoulder back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just continue holding it here. Keep your breath flowing. And then release. Whew, golly, gee, that's hard. All right, other cheek to the mat. Rock your heels from side to side. We have one more just to strengthen up our back, stretch out our quads. It is called full bow. So if you're finding that reaching back towards your foot is really hard, grab a strap and create a little loop and let lots of length free so you can hold on to your foot with the strap. So we're going to go ahead and grab both of our ankles. First one, then the other. Now again, try to imagine that there's a watermelon you're trying to hold between your knees. Roll your shoulders back, look down and forward, and then kick your feet into your hands and pull with your hands at the same time. Feel the lift of your thighs and then lift your chest and look forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly release. Let go of your feet. And lay your face to the mat again. Slowly place the hands underneath your shoulders. Work your way back up onto your hands and knees. We're going to take a seat. Whew. All right, let's come into a twist. First by tucking the left heel underneath the right leg. Wrap your free leg around the bottom leg. And then make sure you have enough space between both sit bones to sit up tall and even. Place the left hand up and around the right knee. Hug it in close, turn to the right, and then set that back hand down behind you. Find a little twist, but keep that knee close. You're stretching this nice big meads muscle, the sort of outer glute muscle here. Take a few breaths. And then slowly unwind. We'll do the other side. So right heel goes under this time. Wrap the left leg around. Even out your sit bones. Wrap your right arm around the top knee. Turn to the left. Get a twist. And hug that left leg in. Take a deep breath. Deep breath out. Slowly come forward, unravel, come into butterfly pose, feet together. Before we come into the fold, let's open up the arms to cactus. Bring your right arm over the left and see if you can intertwine your left hand into your right palm. You want to pull around your elbows as though you're trying to pull or flick the arms apart and get a lovely stretch into your shoulder blades. This is especially important if you try things like arm balances like crow or Sage Koundinyasana or side crow. It's really important to take care of your shoulder girdle. So let's take an inhale. Breathe into that space. And exhale. We'll release. Open it up. Take the left arm over the right. Same thing. Pull the elbows away from your chest and then drop your head. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Just continue breathing like this and feeling that lovely stretch activating in those areas that might feel a little tight tomorrow if you've been trying these arm balances out for a while. Let's release, lift the arms up, and come into a fold over the thighs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, soften forward. Good, let's come all the way up. We'll bring those feet forward into a seated forward bend, lifting high, exhale, hinge forward, grabbing onto the shins anywhere and getting nice and long. Sit back against your sit bones, lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel a little bit of pressure in your heels as you're pushing those legs a little bit straighter, and then hinge. Repeat the same thing as you inhale. Again, same thing as you exhale, hinging forward just a little more. And then drop it down. Round your spine, lower your head, drop your shoulders, let yourself relax. Slowly come on up. We're going to make our way onto our backs for Shavasana. So come on down, find a comfortable position. You can have your feet out long if you like, and maybe your arms down by your sides. Feel free to close your eyes and begin breathing again deeply through your belly, through the middle, through the neck and shoulders. Exhaling to release. Feel free to hit pause if you'd like to rest for longer, or if you're ready to move on with your day. I wish you all the happiness, contentment, and peace with you today in your thoughts, words, and heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today in this yoga practice.